Dear viewer, you being here means that you stuck around. It means that you have set the next step forward in your journey of learning JavaScript. Welcome. Right now, we will learn about how to set up a development environment to write JavaScript code properly. As promised, the course goes on. Today, we'll take a look at how you can run JavaScript. We'll take a look at two ways to run JavaScript. One, in the browser, and two, in a code editor. We will end it off with a video recap. Running JavaScript code in the browser is straightforward. It's time to do some hands-on coding. Follow my instructions. Step 1. Open any browser of your choice. Chrome will do just fine, but any other browser works too. Navigate to any page, google.com, it doesn't really matter, just a page. Right-click anywhere on the page and hit Inspect. When the side menu is open, please navigate to the console tab. In the console, you will see many options. Right here, you can play around with some JavaScript code. I want you to type in a math problem. Simple one. I'll go with 5 plus 5. When you hit enter, you can see that 5 plus 5 equals 10. That is JavaScript doing its magic. By this analysis, we already know that JavaScript can perform mathematical operations. Let's try another one. Possibly the most classic JavaScript command ever, console.log. Type in console.log, open brackets, and in the brackets place quotation marks, double quotation marks ideally, single quotation marks will do just fine, and type in hello world, exclamation point, and hit enter. Right below on another line, you should see it displaying. Feel free to Google any command you want that you can try it in the browser console and play around. I recommend you give it a try to get comfortable with JavaScript syntax. These are the basics bare bones features. But yeah, JavaScript runs in the browser, and this is an example of that. I don't recommend spending too much time on this part as it's quite insignificant. You will have to deal with the console later on, but this is a very simple step, and it's quite, it's not really necessary. It's just to get you, to get a feel for JavaScript. Now that we have seen how to run JavaScript code in the browser, it is important that we move on to probably the most important step. You have to write code in a code editor. Every modern developer does this. Now there are many code editors. You have WebStorm, you have Atom, you have Visual Studio, you have PHP Storm, you have Vim. But it may seem very overwhelming to choose one and the best, but in my opinion there is no one and the best. It's according to your needs. The reasons I recommend VS Code is because it's complete and it has absolutely everything you need. It's not only a toy app that you can use to follow a course. It is a legit program that is beneficial to everybody who uses it, and you can find a bit of everything in there. It's a golden program. For this course, we will use the golden standard, if you'd like to call it that, Visual Studio Code. Downloading it is very straightforward, just follow my instructions. To download it, go to code.visualstudio.com/download, and right there you'll see a choice. You'll have to make a choice. Depending on your platform, if you're a Mac user, go for the last option, Windows for the first option, and if you're a Linux user, use the in-between option to download it. Once downloaded, just run the installer, follow the steps, and you are good to go. Running JavaScript in a code editor is straightforward. Let me show you how it's done. We will get our hands dirty once again, and we will do some hands-on coding. To start, I want you to open up your VS Code and follow my steps. You're gonna want to click on File, right here at the top, and you're gonna want to open a folder, which we'll do right now. You're gonna click on open folder, and you should have a folder created. Name it whatever you'd like. I already have one created right here with 02 setting up environment. Click on this one, click on select folder, and you have your folder open right now. To continue, we will have to create a JavaScript file. To do this, it's very simple. Click on the plus right here where it says new file, and name it whatever you'd like. I will name it example.js. So let's just do that right away. We have our example.js file, and right in here we can write some code. I want you to write your very first program right now. I'll go for something very simple. We'll just call it console.log, and in the console.log statement you can put whatever you'd like. I'll just put hey with an exclamation point, end it off with a semicolon, and hit save. Control S to save. You have created your very first JavaScript program. To run JavaScript code, you must just go up here where it says terminal, click on this, click on new terminal. Intermission. For the next part of the tutorial, you will need Node.js. Node.js is the JavaScript runtime we talked about in the last episode. Installing it is very straightforward. I'll show you how right now. Nodejs.org/en/download. And right here we can see that it says download Node.js. Just put in your details right here, put in your platform. I have Windows, so I will go for Windows, and click on the Windows installer and just run the installer, and you are good to go. And you're gonna want to type in node example.js. And as you can see, our code said console.log hey, and hey is what pops up right here. Congratulations, you just ran your first ever piece of JavaScript code. Now, you can do something else. For example, you can put 2 plus 2 inside this. 2 plus 2, and just hit enter, and you can say node example.js. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. Node example.js, and voila, you can see 4 right there. This is incredible. If you would like to play around and see what works best for you. But yeah, this is just a little example on how to run JavaScript, where JavaScript can be run, and all that jazz. Now, get comfortable with it and have fun learning. Today was a bit more packed with action than the last video. We covered some things like how to run JavaScript code properly. We saw how to run it in the browser and in Visual Studio Code. To conclude this video, I like to say that JavaScript can be ran almost everywhere. It's an incredible tool for almost any project based on the web, and you can run it in a code editor like Visual Studio. Moving forward, in the next video, we'll take a look at variables and data types. We have yet again reached the end of a video. If you've enjoyed yourself and learned something from this video, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. It would help a lot. Leave a comment, tell me what could have been better, what has already been great, what you enjoyed, what you wouldn't mind seeing more of. It really helps, it really is beneficial. And with that, I would like to end off on a positive note. You've got this. Do not give up, even though it may look tricky. You got this. Many people have this skill, many people have JavaScript in their back pocket. Do not give up. If you have a dream of becoming a developer, try your best to pursue it. I'm here for you, and I'll hold your hand every step of the way. Again, take care and have a nice day. See you in the next video.